Okay, now we will create our profile system, and this is fourth portion. We will create uh, users class, user class. Okay, user class will inherit uh, db class. Okay, let's see how to code users class. Okay, open Sublime Text. I have to just remove this. Okay, okay, I save, and now I create a folder. New file, new folder. Okay, and folder name is classes. Okay, classes, and inside classes I will create a new file. Okay, this file should be deleted. Okay, now I save it as user dot users.php. Okay, users.php. Save it, and I write what php what. Okay, now I write class user. So U should be capital now. Okay, this is the convention, that class name should be like this. This is an entity, and we have users table inside MySQL database, and in MySQL database this is data part. Okay, now private and what are the fields? Dollar name. First is dollar name, second is private dollar course, third is private, the data is always private. Okay, dollar email. Okay, dollar email, and private dollar password, and private dollar date inserted. Date of the record. Okay, now function part. Function part is public function, and first is save record, save user, and we have to save in MySQL database, so I should use include, and I should go out from this directory, and I include classes. This is db. Okay, there is a separate folder for db class, db data, everything. Okay, db, and db.php. We add db.php class. Okay, this is db.php. This is db.php class. Okay, now we have saved. Okay, Now dollar, we create dollar $db is equal to new db, and what we will pass? We will pass localhost again. We should have a connect function, okay? Public connection, public connect, okay? Public function, this is a function. Okay, maybe this is better if we use public function underscore construct, okay, construct, and it will save all the data when object will be created, okay, when object will be created. Dollar host is equal to localhost. We should have some common settings, okay, some common settings, but individual files we can save it in some file and include that file and use that file, but for now we are using like this, okay. Localhost, the MySQL is installed locally on my computer, okay, so this is localhost. Now we have user is equal to root, okay, root on MySQL. Root is administrator of MySQL, okay. So you should not use root in production site, okay. You have to create another user on MySQL. Root is for you, for administrator, okay. User and password. Password is equal to empty. There is no password here, okay. You should set a password for the root. Always set the password for the root, okay. Now host, user, password, and $db. $db is our profile we have created, okay. $db is profile, and we should now use db is equal to new db. db is available, and that db constructor has host dollar user password and $db. This is the db constructor, okay. We have db now. We can connect with db. $db, okay. For the connection we will connect here, okay. $db. We should have a private $db, okay. This is class variable or data variable, right? And we should use this class, db of this class, not the argument, okay. $db here, $this $db, and this is this dot db. Okay, and dollar this dot db dot connect, dollar db dot connect. We have connect function, we have connect function. This is connect function. Okay, and there is no argument. Now connect function, this is function, this dot db dot connect. Now we have this dot db dot connect, and we have localhost. No, we have created the object. This has been connected, and after that we will save. So we have SQL is equal to insert into users. Fields are insert into users, and fields are name, course, name, course, okay, name, course, and we have email, we have password, and we have date inserted, okay, date inserted, and the values are in the save. We will have data, dollar data. Okay, so we will have values and dollar data. Okay, we will format this data. Okay, now we have values, these date inserted, values, dollar data, and we should close this. This is SQL, and now dollar this dot db dot we should call query, and in the query we will pass our SQL. Okay. Okay. Insert. This should be insert. Okay. Now dollar query. This query has been executed. The record has been saved. Okay. This is our save function. Okay, this is our save function. Now we have public function delete function. Delete requires ID. Okay, and we will have $SQL for this is equal to delete from users, where, very important, where, update and delete. If you use only delete from users, it will delete all the users without showing you any error. Okay, we can have um, the solution, but if you use this MySQL, then the data, all the records will be deleted and there will be no response. Okay, so delete from user where ID is equal to that ID, that is $ID. Okay, you can use this convention. This $ID is this $ID is this $ID, delete $ID argument. Okay, now the record has been deleted, and after this we use $DB and query, and in the query we will pass SQL. This is simple. Okay, the record has been deleted, and we have another function, public view. In the view we will have to view all the record. For example, okay, right now $SQL is equal to select star from users. Okay, select star from users, all users. Order by, you can use order by. No, users where, again we have to view one record, $ID. Okay, this specific user, not all users. Admin will see all the users. Okay, but user will see view user. I should view profile view. Okay, ID is equal to $ID, and I should use $SQL DB and query, $DB query, and I pass SQL. This is very simple. Okay, now we have delete function, save function, change password, public function change password, and $new password. Okay, this is not authentication method. Okay, we are not using any MD5 or any encryption thing, just plain text will be stored. Okay, normally databases store your Gmail, emails, your YouTube, your Facebook. They will not see, they cannot see what is there in the database. Okay, that is encrypted, but we are using plain text for learning purposes. Okay, this is change password, new password, and we will use SQL is equal to update to see how update works. Update users set password is equal to okay, we have to pass $ID also, $ID. Okay, and this $password. Okay, $password where ID is equal to $ID. Okay, this. Now I should pass this .db .query, and I should pass this SQL $SQL. Okay, this is how we change the password. Okay, update the user field, and we have view with the ID, we have change password, we have delete, we have save. Okay, this is all about. We can store the session value also. sys id, but here it should be simple. Okay, right. Now we have new password, we have id. Okay, other functions may be many, okay, depending upon your analysis, your requirement. Okay, you can add the functions, whatever functionality, just put the function name, arguments, and code it. Okay, this query function and connect function, again, when we call this dot connect, okay, we should call this cut and paste here, paste. This should be connected, and save it. Okay, now we should test this whether it is working or not. Okay, I create dollar user is equal to new user, capital user, this is class name, and in the constructor we pass what? Okay, we are not passing anything. Okay, we are not passing anything in the constructor. Okay, so this is user, new user, and we should save the data. How to save the data? $user save, simple, save, and in the save we should pass the data. Data part is what? Name is, for example, Ali, and second parameter is course is HTML, PHP. Okay, PHP, we are learning PHP, and email is ali@gmail.com. okay, and password is ABC. Okay, and date inserted should be this dot this dot this should be like this and this. Okay, okay, we should configure the data. The data is this string, okay, and we have this data with the commas. Okay, I copy it and I paste. Now this is PHP function date, simple date function, and that date will be y DMY. Capital Y means full year, small y means not full year. Okay, DMY. Okay, now this is the data, and we should put this data inside this, save, and $data. Okay, $data, we should save it. Okay, now how to list it? How to get the data? Because this class does not have, we should pass the ID. Okay, the ID is 1. We know that the ID is 1. So we should have $db, $user of view, and ID should be 1. We are passing 1. the ID should be 1. Then it will return the user. Okay, $record, $record. Okay, this record, this should be like this, return this. Okay, return this. When we get this $record, okay, is equal to view, we can just use to just to see $records, $record and $records. Okay, and $rec is equal to MySQL I. Again, we should not write it up, but we should fetch array. Okay, we should have this function inside DB. We have DB, but right now we are testing, okay, whether it is working or not. $records. Okay, this is testing. Okay, fetch records, MySQL fetch records. This should give a record, and we should echo this record, br, and we should have dot. There should be name, and name is $rec, and name is, database name is name, dot, we should pass email, get email, and in the email we should pass rec and email. Okay, so this is our echo statement. Okay, let's test it, how whether it is working or not. Okay, now we have classes, and inside classes we have users.php. Okay, let's see. Unexpected syntax, unexpected view on line 33. Let's see. Line 33. Line 33 is this. Okay, this is a function. Okay, function. Save it and go to browser again. Now view. Call to undefined function include on line 2. Okay, include here. Okay, right. Now we should go to browser. Let's see. A date inserted in the field is unknown column. What is the column? Date insert, not inserted. Okay, so in this is date insert. I should save this, file, save. I should go here and I should just see, trying to get the property of non-object on line 36. Okay, now these are the errors for learning. Line 36, where is the line 36? 36 is here, SQL DB. $SQL DB, this .db.